I'm gonna have a fucking cold beer and a hot dip right now, Big Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little fantasy football with you.
Yep.
Tonight's selection is a holiday ale. How festive.
Mm. Sounds lovely. Pouring it in a glass like a gentleman.
I'm fucking classing it up. Hey man, when you're the toast of the town, I mean I'm the greatest that there's ever been this season. I'm the greatest there ever will be.
Yep.
Except for Bobby G last week, who fucking scored number one in the league. Nice 230. 230.84. That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty impressive. Is that the highest score of the year yet, Big Cat? No.
I have that info at my fingertips.
No, it's close. It's very close, but it's not.
236 by you.
Yep, and 235.26 by you. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Hot
you want to
numbers.
fucking cue the music?
Yep.
All right.
Ba, 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 ba.
And we're back.
And we're back. What is up, boys? A lot of drama, a lot of action. Your team's pretty good, Dave. Your team was pretty good.
I mean, it's been a good 3-week run for me, certainly. But I mean, hey, look, here are the facts, Big Cat. You ready for the facts?
Yeah, just hit me with some facts.
In the last 3 weeks, the top scorers have been me in week 11, you in week 12, and Bobby G's Butthole Surfers in week 13. The cream is rising to the top.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything can happen. We're all in, so we're all safe in our playoff spots. You and I are, well, you've locked up a bye. If if something crazy happens and I lose this week to Bobby D and Tony wins, then I would lose the first overall seed. But barring that, you and I are locked into our buys. Tony is locked into the number 3 wild card or the number 4 spot in the first wild card, and Bobby's already wrapped up his division over there. I think he holds the tiebreaker over Andrew should something weird happen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that is correct.
All right. So there could be Andrew, who oddly enough is currently not in the playoffs, right?
Correct. Because right now it would be just like last week, right? He would lose a head-to-head tiebreaker to Turd Ferguson,
Correct.
and then it would go to total points for the last spot, and that I believe right now is Panda.
Oh, our sweet Panda. Yeah, that's right. So right now, I mean, there are other teams that could get to 7 wins, but like Derelict is 6 and 7. He's got to play you this week. Probably not going to happen. Panda is 6 and 7, but he faces off against the Butthole Surfers. Probably not going to happen. And even so, I'm not sure where he stands with a tiebreaker with Bearded Clam. And, like at that point, it's going, if you have 3 7-win teams, you're going to score anyway. So bottom line, it's all about putting up points this week. But yeah, we got Panda with
going right to it. Panda beat the Bearded Clam in week 13. Yep.
Oh.
But are you looking at can you see my screen, by the way?
I'm on my screen, but let me flip over. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it right here.
Okay.
But I believe, yeah, but that wouldn't matter because Dave Free is already at 7 wins. So at that point, you'd have 3 7-win teams vying for 1 playoff spot. So you're going to go to your tertiary tiebreaker, which at that point on a 3-way tie is going to be score.
Yep, total points.
So if Panda gets to 7 wins, Andrew stays at 7 wins. Dave Free stays at 7 wins.
Yeah.
Then Panda takes the 5 seed. And then shit. I mean, it's not going to happen. I don't know why I'm grinding on it so hard. So,
but then it would go to total points between Andrew, and Turd Ferguson.
Well, it would be the highest remaining points there for the 6 seed, because we're talking about the 5 seed here on this Panda related thing. Because whoever comes in second in the top division is me or Tony, and we have a minimum of 9 wins. So if this three team 7 win scenario actually hits, which by the way would involve Derelict beating Midnight Poutine, probably not going to happen. It involves Pandemonium knocking off the Butthole Surfers. It's possible. That's possible. And it also involves a loss by Turd Ferguson to the Libtard. Not likely, but possible. And a loss by the Bearded Clam to Big Poppy, which is definitely in play. So you'd have to have that weird confluence of events right there in order to get this 7 win, log jam. So essentially probably not going to happen. And it's going to come down to scoring for that last wild card spot, in which you have Panda with he's got about 32.5 points on the Bearded Clam and about 35 points on Big Poppy. And Derelict is out of touch. He's over 100 points back. So, Joe Yee's kind of in the driver's seat here, right?
So Panda just has to outscore the Bearded Clam and maybe Poppy.
Yeah, I mean, Poppy would have to put up big points. Panda put up 150 last week. Andrew had a really bad week, and Poppy had a really bad week. So really, last week was a disaster for Andrew. And Andrew scored 100 points last week. Danny was bottom scorer of the league at 95, and Joe Yee put up 154. So bad week to lay an egg for Danny and Andrew, but
that
Joe
was
Yee's
surprising. Danny's team.
Yeah, he'd been. It happens, dude, and that's why I will never win this league again. Because I know it won't happen, because I know I'm going to lose in some heartbreaking and gut-wrenching fashion where my guts will be ripped out, just thrown all over the fucking yard. Yep. But anyway.
Most likely.
Yeah, that's the way
Big
it goes.
Poppy will probably win it all again.
I will hurt myself. Not because of Danny, but just because, I'm sorry, but my team is very good, and I can't deal with that. That would not go well. I need a defensive lineman again. My Montez Sweat pickup did not work out, by the way. I think he got me a half a point maybe last week, but no worries, still won. Yeah, buddy. So that's what we got. It's pretty exciting out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a good season. I guess we can take a look and see where the losers bracket is shaking out, just for the sake of interest. Bobby,
we kind of just covered all the games there, so
yeah. So Bobby and Regan will select no later than 4, so that's good for them. They're locked into the first week buys in the loser bracket. Then you have, I mean, dude, get this. With a big scoring week, Danny could either make the playoffs or be the 3 seed in the loser bracket. Yeah. I mean, Glenn's cooked. Glenn's out. So I think Glenn's pretty much locked into the 3 seed because of his scoring is so low. So Glenn's more or less the 3. Then right now it would be Danny at the 4. And then you would have you'd have Derelict 5, and Bearded Clam is the 6 seed in the losers bracket, is where it stands right now.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway. You want to take a quick gander at these games?
Sure.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them are. It's all divisional, obviously, and we have some games that are somewhat consequential, but most of them, like this one right here, like should not be close.
Yeah, I'll probably pick myself there.
Yeah, I mean, you're certainly gonna.
You're against Floppy D. Look at this margin right here.
Yeah.
Big gaping hole.
I mean, get this too. I don't even have a starting defensive lineman in yet. I mean, like once I get him in, I mean that I know the projections. I know the projections are total horseshit on this site, but 182 is one of the higher ones I can remember seeing.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. So that means I'm going to lose. You got Tony versus Regan. I mean, fucking Regan is still scrapping out there, and I respect it. But that's not a very good starting lineup.
No.
I love rolling the dice on Jameson Williams because the guy's either going to score 0.86 points or like 25,
Yeah.
But Tony really should be able to take care of business. Although the Mahomes matchup this week sucks. They play the Broncos. And he's double dipping on that too because he's got Juju and Pat. So you can't love that all that much. Is Tony really going to start Quez Watkins? Is that the plan?
Getting a little feedback.
Oh, sorry. Getting all excited here.
No, I'm hearing myself.
Oh, sorry, big guy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the matchups, these are not really that compelling. Tony's in no matter what. I mean, he should be able to take care of Regan, but we get down here to this division is the one where things are interesting. Let me are there lineups set for the one below this for Poppy at Clam?
No.
Let's do a live lineup for Joe Yee. Let's really let's delve into it. Beer review.
He needs a quarterback.
All right, so Lamar's not going to play, so that's a problem. He's definitely out. So I don't even know who's out on the scrap heap. Oh boy, what a week.
Ryan.
Let's see. Oh, he's got Derek Carr. Derek Carr's out on the scrap heap.
He's a defensive end too.
Yeah, he's got Mariota too. No, Mariota's on bye. Or Jared Goff. Joe will be able to find a decent starter. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I feel like that lineup kind of writes itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of tough decisions. All right. So let's just say who's Joe Yee picking up? I think we're either going to see Jared Goff or Derek Carr here.
Oh, Derek Carr's out there?
Yeah, he's got the Rams, and that's tomorrow night. So Joe's going to have to make that decision here in the next, 21 hours. And then he's got Goff. Goff is at home against the Vikings, which is that's not bad either. So I think Joe will be able to figure things out here, but he's not going to find a 50-point quarterback, which is what the predictions are. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can't go against Bobby. You just put 230.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think Bobby is going to take this one. But yeah, Joe Yee throws up a 150. He's probably in.
Yeah, I would have to say, yeah. If he can make it to 150, he should be relative. It's going to take a heroic effort from Andrew or Danny to get in at that point. So. All right, speaking of, let's see if we can find 180 points on either one of these rosters, huh?
No, I don't think we even need to go through that exercise. I mean, they got him projected for 90 points, not even 87.
How can that even be possible?
He must have a bunch of people on bye.
He has to. Yeah, you're right. That's crazy. So really the question is here, are we looking at Danny's roster and how many points do we think Danny can muster up out of this group, right? And he's got McCaffrey, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a dogfight on the waiver wire, Big Cat. Danny has Jimmy G. That would be why he laid such an egg last week. Big Poppy had Jimmy G. Oh boy. That picture's so disturbing. Yeah. So Big Poppy and Joe Yee are going to be out on that wire fighting over. I mean, if we probably won't publish this before waivers run, but if one of them was a real steaming dickhead, they would bid big on both quarterbacks. So the other guy's fucked.
Yeah, this is a pretty rough roster without Kenneth Walker blowing up. He's out. He's not playing.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he has some kind of ankle injury, right?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
pretty
so
sure
you're
he's out.
McCaffrey and ETN. You got Jamar.
I mean, Gabe Davis is a coin flip at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you have to go Davis. You go Devonta after his last week, but he missed the big week last week. Devonta Smith had a big week last week. I think that you go, I guess, yeah, you have to go Thielen, right? You're not going to leave Thielen on the bench against Detroit's pass defense, who's not very good. So your Chase, your Davis, your Thielen. And then you're going to go Hayden Hurst and whatever on defense. Strong linebacker core, but that's probably you're going to have to select Garoppolo to have it go through. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best he can roll out there, and then hopefully he gets either Goff or he's going to have to get either Goff or Carr.
Yeah, so that's going to be tough.
I mean,
So,
anytime you're rolling Jamar Chase out there, you got a chance, so
yeah.
that's a good thing, right? But is that a roster is that a lineup that's going to throw? Danny's really got to be thinking he's probably got to score somewhere around 175 points to have a realistic chance. I mean, our scoring average, what's our scoring average has been recently? If you go just straight off of that, it's been 145 last week, 156, 153. He's got 35 points to make up. I mean, he's realistically got to be thinking more like 185 is what it's going to take.
Yeah.
Assuming Joe is somewhere around the average, he's probably looking like 175, 180. So we're going to see Panda in the playoffs, big guy.
Yep. Back
Seems
where he
that way.
belongs.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
He's been one hot potato recently on some of his matchup losses.
Well, but again, cementing ourselves as the greatest fantasy football league in the world for the 20th straight year. How many years into this are we? A lot is the answer. 16. This is year 17, I think, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, that last playoff spot to the scoring comes in huge here.
Yep, it really does. Makes it fun.
I think there was another game out there, but I think it was a little toilet bowl-ish, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Tired, yeah.
Yeah, that's Glenn.
All right. Well, we're just rambling now, so good luck to everyone. Last week of the season, regular season.
Yep.
Weekly
money still.
Yeah, weekly money. But
all
not,
the way through the playoffs on both sides of the bracket. So, it's not a don't give up. Set your lineups, work the waiver wire. Nothing is uncouth. Even in the loser bracket, you can make moves onto the waiver wire if you need to. We're all trying to get paid here, make some money by putting up scores. So, yeah, that's it, Big Cat. We'll see how everything shakes out, but I think we got some clashes. The first week of the playoffs is going to be fucking great, I think.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
All right, fellas. Good luck. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, love you guys.
Holler.